Welcome back, I'm GamerMage0. The last time we set it up, so we have now the copper wire. So this one's going to be rods, no, plates, rods, copper wire, and we have fuel on the back here. We have 4 more spots here waiting to be used. And this has made it really nice and easy for us so we can get this base up and going. Once we get this base up and going, I am definitely going to reverse that, get rid of these 3. I might keep the fuel going there just because I might want fuel wherever I go rather than just going back to the same base every single time. So that one might stay. But then the rest of these, well, we'll start filling them with other products, and each area might do its own major project. I'm thinking about doing the heavy modular frames out of here. We've got some decent coal sources around here, some really good iron sources around here, so this would be a great area to pick up on any sort of iron production. Here we go. With the animations. They definitely do a good job with the animations in this game. It even jiggles a little bit. That's awesome. There it is. Ooh, I didn't set that one. I'm gonna need some of this. Oh, that's all I can put in there. Let's put it. There we go. Whee! Okay, so that was 1, 2, and 3. So we need to actually switch it to unload the train. Oops, the spacebar. Apparently spacebar flips that. Alright, so next time it'll drop off, but for the meantime, we have what we need here. And we can produce manufacturers. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this set up. I want to build a craft shop just to kind of outline what we have going on here. Now I'm going to need to end this with, here we go, heavy modular frames. I think the only problem with this, now that I'm thinking about that, is that that's not showing us the, there was a point in time where it was showing us the alternatives, but it doesn't do that anymore. Okay. Oops. I should probably look at them. Okay, so this is the alternate recipe. We have 64 seconds. I don't think that's... We have 1 every 30 seconds. And 3 every 64 seconds. So that means that that's going to be a little bit faster. We have the steel tubes. 8. So we don't have to produce as much modular frames. I have 10 of those. So I get to save on 5 of the industrial beams. And then I can use concrete instead of screws. Oh, okay. So if we do this, we're gonna get 3 every 2 point. Is that what that is? 3 every 2.8. Oh, we're going to get 2.8 per minute. So it's almost 3 a minute, but not quite. It's like, because it's 3 every 64 seconds. Okay. Whereas before it was 2 a minute, now it's 2.8. Alright, so we just need to scale out from here. Now, what I would really like to do is really get this moving. So let's see what we're looking at for time frames. I'm pulling up a calculator here. So what I'd like to do is get an idea of how many per minute I would like being produced. So right now, a full stack is 50, and if we can even get, let's say, 20 divided by 60, I think it went the wrong way, 20 times 60. Oh, my brain's really not doing math today. How many? Okay, so to get 20 a minute. Okay, so 20, and then I need to divide by 2.8. 2.812 equals, we need 8. Okay. Wow. Brain, why did you leave me for a moment there? Alright, we're going to need 8 of these suckers. Now, this can be the final place for this. Is that really what I want to do? It can be, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, because we're going to focus on this. So manufacturers, we can focus on manufacturers coming down here. Not sure on where I want this exactly. Right there. Let's try it. Let's take a look. Okay, because I don't want it to go farther than that. Which is good. Oops, almost fell off. One other thing, and this is a minor thing, but it's enough that matters. I want it to actually be able to build a wall. Should probably build the wall with enough space in mind to walk through. Like the platform's width. That'll work. Okay. This should be big enough to... I don't really want to build a splitter here, but... Okay, and I don't want to worry about a wall on that side because this side I just want to leave open. That'll work. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get 7 of them going here. 2. 3. 7 plus the one we already had down, so 8. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Alright, nice. Okay. Mergers, this is what I want. Now we are going to be building backwards on this one. We get the train coming back now. Okay, I need plates actually. work out. I'm gonna need some rods soon. Oh. Still so fascinating to me to see these load and unload. There it goes. It's probably like the rocket. Every time it comes by I want to watch it for a little while. After a while I'll finally stop watching it, but for now that's kind of intimidating from the side. Dang. Alright. Roger. We already have one here. I just have one left. Okay, I'm only going to need the conveyor belt one. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And then this guy, 1, 2. So whenever we start producing those, it's going to go straight into there. Alright, so we've got a couple of things we've got to do. For one, let's go ahead and get that alternative recipe set up. You want this one. Turns out I can do this while walking. Alright. Now we're only going to get about 20-ish a minute out of this. Just a touch more. So we will never reach the maximum capacity of the 60 on this. But this should still be a heck of a lot faster than what we've got on the other side. Ooh, what'd I do? I was hooking up the wrong side. Okay. There we go. Alright, now. There's a couple of ways we can do this one, and I'm interested in trying something a little bit more unique. Okay, let's do some walls here to get this going up. 2, probably 3. Let's do that slim foundation here. Nice. Oops. There we go. Alright, I'll explain what I'm thinking in just a moment here. But essentially, it's going to start off with the top here being the actual area where the resources come in. So So to give you a slight demonstration here, let's build, for one thing, we'll start it on the edge. Yeah, I think I'll actually literally start it on the edge here. Let's do the very first resource here. What is it going to be? We're going to need modular frames, and we need about 7.5 a minute for 8 of these. .5 times 8 equals 60. Okay, and because we'll want this to load a little bit faster than to unload, we will actually do this at the 120. See how far it goes, but then I also need to make sure that below isn't going to be, like, I want it right in between, like, that is awkward as heck. Okay, so right here. Okay. So right on the edge here should be actually fine. What did I do? Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's not far enough. It's actually something like here. Okay. Now we're going to bring off the splitter here. Let's go ahead and stand back a little bit. So what I'm going to do is something along the lines of this. This is the other thing I was worried about. Is it enough? There we go. Because if it comes right up against, we have a problem where this will not actually connect to that. But that comes out just far enough from the belt to actually give us that little bit of space. Now this can actually look a lot neater than what we've been doing before. Because all I have to do is just drop the conveyor belt straight in. And that looks so much nicer. So if we've had this, we wouldn't need to have spaghettied so much, or at least our spaghetti wouldn't look so bad. The only problem with this is, I wish I could line it up by using a controller or something like that. Because right now I just have to eyeball it. And then we'll check and see if it works. Oop, there we go. That's close enough. Looks like it's pretty much perfect, but it's gotta be off just by a hair. splitter. This is probably the hardest part, making sure. That one actually you could tell curved a little bit. It's good enough. It's about as good as that's gonna get. Alright. Alright, we've run out of resources. Alright, I think that's a very good first step either way, no matter how you look at it. Now, there's going to be a couple of resource coal nodes over this way. And I believe I have them already situated with radio towers. So there's one over there. There's one there. That one doesn't have a radio tower. I think that's because it was too close. I didn't really need one. There's a coal area over here. I think there should be one here next to this radio tower. I don't know if it'll actually pick up or not. It should have by now. So, but anyways, so this right here and this one right here, these give us really good options for getting coal. And this is going to be really helpful for getting our steel going. So we have a couple of good resources here. Now, like I was saying before, I'd like to build kind of backwards on this one, because I want to make sure we're getting what we need. I think it'd be a lot more beneficial to get exactly the resources we need rather than that did not work out right. That looks pretty darn close. That was the one that was a little curved, actually, which is kind of odd. That's not what I used. Okay. That was really odd. Alright, now that looks straight. Okay. So, we'll get those coals going. We'll go start from backwards. It'll be nice to actually go from backwards just to get this going. Now, I haven't made up my mind yet. Do I want 20 of these frames a minute, or do I want to actually kick this sucker up to 40? I think it's a good idea to plan from behind. So now, if I'm going to go to 40, what I might actually do... I'm trying to think this over. I might actually put another layer on top or stretch this another 8 this way. That might be the direction we go. Go 8 this way instead. This actually instead doesn't have to be here. We can put this all the way down here and run everything a lot more directly. I don't know why I'm wasting so much when I could go a lot closer to the source. In fact, let's get a splitter on this sucker right here. Let's match it up real quick here. Apparently I can't get on the manufacturer. Okay, there we go. That's not going to be what I want. I'm going to want a merger. Okay. Doing the level 1. There we go. We'll do those later. Forget that. This will come down here. And now, that is a lot more beautiful. Why in the world am I trying to do this the hard way? Alright, we'll get the mergers back over here, this time facing this direction. I feel like I discover a new way to organize things every single day. Things that I didn't consider before. And then if you let that thought or idea go by too long, then you build up too much. Like my other factory started off beautifully. It was an interesting idea. It did not work for where the game's direction is going. It was doing just fine up to where I got it, but once you started getting to supercomputers even, it started getting a little weird. And then once you get after that moment where we're unlocking trains and other things, then my entire base idea is now, and if you take into account the vertical lifts and everything that's been in the last couple of updates, it is definitely not what it used to be. Not going to work out the same way. There are much better options. Alright, so I think that's going to take care of our episode for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!